for the followers, a metric is your thigh will touch the leader's thigh. Now, that doesn't mean smash into him, but it gives a leader a frame of reference and you a frame of reference for how well you're arcing and curving your leg around. So when I do this,
for the forward step?
Yeah. That forward step, Cristina will gently touch my pants. I could prevent that by stepping away from her, but I'm not. I'm letting her. We're both using that as a frame of reference. Here's the space. I can just barely feel her caress my pants there at that moment. Okay. If you're too far away, you could pull the leader, or maybe your step's too short. That's a good metric.
Yeah, I think I covered this in the first class, followers, when we're doing the three-point turn, that it's not enough that I snake around with my leg. I'm also trying to use my spine to snake around my leader. So in this forward step to the leader's right, I want you to pause. I'm really doing the twist because this hip is free. Yeah, this is the hip that's not free. This hip is free, so I can really use my curves to curve around him and make that forward step long and around.
Quiz time. What did we do in the second class? If the overall theme is turns, what chapter did we work on?
1.
What is chapter 1?
Close.
Not just close, but very close, right? As close as we usually will get in dance and tango.
How are our spine articulated?
Tilted.
It's tilted.
Yeah, so if this is my vertical axis, I tilt. Now to compensate leaders, you have to do what? If you keep your chest at the same angle when you tilt, what happens? I'm exaggerating my tilt. Right, it's like you're going down. It feels to the partner that you're collapsing onto them. Follower is the same thing. You actually do the same thing posturally. As you tilt forward, you take a breath of air, lift the ribcage just a little bit, not too much.
You're not opening your ribcage or arching your back.
Oh, this is still zipped up. Okay, I can still wiggle my toes. You can't wiggle your toes in tango, that's not a good thing. Right. Okay, so what turn did we start with? The leaders?
Left.
Yes. Okay. Leaders left turn, what do we do?
Powers.
What's the only step that's really covering substantial ground?
Side.
Right. So where does that side step have to be?
Around.
Yeah. Smart. That's the best answer. Not too close, not too far away. Just right. It's like the Goldilocks thing, right? You want to say something about that?
Followers. So when we're wearing heels, how can we prevent from scraping the top of our foot? For example, when I cross behind, as I'm unwinding, so my weight is on my left foot, what am I doing with my right foot?
Flexing the
Yeah,
arch.
you're flexing your arch, you're articulating it. Notice that even though the heel of my right foot is going up, look at my head. It's not this. I'm not going to change my height. So it's flexing as I unwind. And then as I cross in front, followers, so here's my cross in front. So now my weight is on my left foot. In order for my right foot not to get scraped, what am I going to do with my left foot? Same thing. And it's just timing. It's knowing when to do that, even if they're going fast. The lesson really is I'm not just having strong legs, I'm also trying to have strong feet.
Leaders, what kind of turn is this, relative or absolute? Right. So what's this called when I have this put out here like this? back here. And right now, you can back paddle, but we weren't doing any back paddling in class. We were just mostly paddling forward. Okay, what's this? What's wrong with this?
Dirty.
Followers picked it up right away, right? Leaders left. Wait, I turned around. What's this doing to your partner? You're rocking the canoe and you're going to fall into the water. Okay? If you keep changing your axis like this, she doesn't know how to make her turn. She relies on having one center to know how to walk around it. And believe me, followers are smart. They can see that they feel the difference between an absolute turn and a relative turn, which is what we're going to do next. If it's a dirty absolute turn, they'll call you on it. If you change your axis on purpose, they know it. But if you're kind of doing this as a habit and you're not aware of it, or you're just kind of stumbling through it, they'll call you on it. And they'll have to protect themselves. They might not be able to do this tack or one turn.
They'll start pulling you off because they're trying to protect themselves.
Or if they want to be mean, they'll probably just come to their axis. Okay. So
Followers, what kind of a sandwich are we trying to have in the close embrace?
Tomato.
Who's the tomato?
The leader.
The leader.
So what's the rule about pressure? For leaders and followers, you can only put as much pressure into the right hand as you do what with the chest?
You just
I did just answer. Mental note. Got it. Right, so more or equal pressure with the chest, and then you can hold more with your right hand.
How do you respond, followers?
Equal. You match it.
Yeah, you match it. So if he's soft, you're soft. If he's a little bit more engaged, you engage back.
There's a chance that if I go faster, I'll engage more. Or just for intense moments of the music and then maybe release. Finally, leaders, to turn to the right. What's the secret? To enable the forward step of the follower. Just a tiny bit shifting. And there are different ways.
Can I ask a question? So when you're doing that shifting, do you always have to do a side step to your right?
No, like I just said, there are different ways. In class, we just made it off of a shorter side step, and I can maybe turn a little and let her shift, let her go a little bit more. She won't even know it half the time. She'll just feel, I have more space. Wow. And what's the metric for the follower if they have more space? What's the first thing we said in review?
Touch the what?
Long leg and thigh can touch.
His side.
Yes. Yes. So in this review, we'll do turning to the left and right, but we'll try to stay in this apilado. We might open up just for comparison. Leaders, what's this called, this tilt? Well, it's angle of attack for an engineer. But you have this forward tension, and you try to do what during the turn? Yeah, you go back like this, you rock the boat. wanted to do something like a sacada.
Especially when he's turning to his right, I can feel. He wants to do a
You'll see in the
sacada.
next class how we use that to our advantage, why we do relative turns, what function does it serve on many levels. So, yeah. Practically in the next room, you can ask us questions for the next half hour. We'll start right on time. Susan, any comments?
Any announcements, Susan?
Chicken?
Oh, yeah.
Still chicken from last night's anniversary party and grapes.